Hello! I hope you guys are all okay and all good. Welcome to another video. My name is George. For those of you who don't know, feel free to subscribe down below if you're not already. And this is writing vlog number 3. I apologise for the wet hair. I've just got out of the shower and realised that I needed to record this in order to upload this today. So it's Monday. Hi. This writing vlog is so much longer than the last one, which is because I was recording over more days than usual. I don't know why I didn't upload it sooner. I think it was just like a timing thing because I try and upload on Mondays and Wednesdays. So it meant that I either uploaded last Wednesday, which I wasn't ready to do, or I uploaded today. So we've gone with today, which means there's like a bunch of extra days in there, which makes this video super long. Also, during this time, there were the Black Lives Matter protests happening in London and around the world. I couldn't just ignore that and pretend that it wasn't happening. So I will say now, as I also say in this video, I have left links in the description box to Black Lives Matter cards that hold resources and petitions you can sign and places that you can donate. I've tried to keep them as up to date as possible because things have changed so quickly. Bail funds that needed money before don't need money now, and like they're trying to siphon things elsewhere. So I'm leaving links to all of those things in the description box below. I urge you to go and check them out. This is still happening. It's not just been like a week and then it stopped because people have stopped talking about it so much. It is still a thing that's happening. So I'll leave links in the description box below for whatever you can do to help. I'll also leave links to videos that you can just put on where the AdSense money is being donated to Black Lives Matter causes, which I think is a really great way for people to donate who are unable to donate. So I'll leave links to those in the description box below as well. But with that being said, let's get into the video. As usual, I'll be back at the very end to do a teeny tiny wrap up. So stick around for that. Let's go. Hello and welcome to another week of writing vlogs. It is Wednesday the 27th of May. I have had the last 3 days off with Jordan, and today the plan is to get back on it in a very big way. I have made a schedule today. I've started using a new app called Notion. I'm gonna make a video about it, like my first impressions of it at some point, but I'm already finding it incredibly useful for general life things. It's sort of like a planner app you can have on your desktop, or you can use an internet version. It's completely up to you, but it's free, or it's free at the moment. I get the impression that it wasn't free for a while and it only happened like during lockdown that it's become free, and people are very excited about it. But I started using this app called Notion, and I've already found it incredibly useful in terms of like planning other aspects of my life and other things that I need to do. So we're going to see how that works this week. I intend to make a video on my first impressions on it and how it's working for me, but I've set myself up a little schedule on there today, starting my workout at 8 o'clock. I'm getting myself ready and trying to get myself to start doing things around 10. I'm already a little bit behind because I really struggled to get to sleep last night. I don't know why. I think it was the heat. Because of that, it kind of has pushed everything back a little bit. I nearly like skipped the second half of my workout. I've been doing running followed by like a HIIT workout using an app called CrockFit, which is created by Alex Crockford. I've been using it for a while now, and this new, like, he has like different plans on there. His Gym Fit plan is the one that I usually use when the gyms are open, but I downloaded his Home Fit plan because it was 99p. It's 99p at the moment. I'll leave a link in the description if you're getting bored of any home workouts that you're doing. It's really good. It's super varied. So I was doing that, and I nearly skipped that part of it because I didn't start my run until 8:30, so it was 9 o'clock when I finished, and I wanted to be doing things by 10. But I thought, you know what, you'll feel better if you do it. And to be honest, I do. And it was a different one today. It was like planking and a lot of ab stuff. So kind of like painful because, you know, working out sometimes is, but good. So I made it back to the house a little bit before 10. I've showered, I've put a wash on, I've kind of got myself ready for the day. So I'm like 45 minutes behind schedule, but one of the things that I wanted to do was edit a video for today, which I did last night before I went to bed. So the first 2 hours of my day were for video and video editing, and I've kind of done that part already. So I'm behind, but I'm ahead. So I'll be back on schedule pretty soon anyway. So I'm going to flip this camera around and do my setup so that I can do an opening and closing of the writing vlog that's going to go up today. And then I'm going to edit videos for a little bit, and then we'll see where we are when we get to 1 o'clock when my schedule changes again. So there's a lot I want to get done today. I know that not all of it is going to get done, but I want to make some good headway on a lot of the projects that I have been working on. I don't know how much actual me writing I'm going to get done today because I've got freelance stuff that needs to be finished this week. Like, the stuff that I was working on last week is stuff that needs to be done this week, essentially. So I'm going to be working on that a lot. So I don't know how much writing will actually happen in the next few days. I'll try and fit some stuff in if I can. But the scheduling might be working because I'm also using Notion for a content calendar as well, which is something that I mentioned briefly in the end of the last writing vlog. So hopefully that's going to be something that works for me going forward. We'll see. But my first impressions are good, I think. But there'll be a full video in a week or so. Off we go. Happy Wednesday. Writing vlog number 3 of series 2. Hello lovelies, it is Thursday the 28th of May. I didn't record a lot of video yesterday because I didn't do any book work yesterday. Everything I was doing yesterday was freelance stuff, and like editing video stuff because I had a video go up yesterday. My second writing vlog went up yesterday. And I had like a couple of other like little video bits that I needed to do as well. So yesterday wasn't a writing day. Yesterday was like a other kind of work sort of day. But the positive thing was it was actually very productive, and I do think this was down to my scheduling. I've already mentioned this app. I'm sorry I look so tired today. I'll come to that in a minute. I've already mentioned this app that I've been using called Notion, which you can put a schedule into. You design it yourself, but you can kind of put a schedule into it and like a to-do list and things like that. And that was really, really useful for me yesterday because it kind of gave me a time that I was doing everything, and it meant that I kept checking back, and it meant that I was ticking things off, and it felt good. So that was really useful, and it meant that I got to the end of yesterday and I kind of finished my working for the day, and I kind of moved, and because it's like a click and drag system, I could drag anything I'd not done to yesterday over to today and figure out what my schedule was going to be like for today, and then just kind of go to bed. And it was really, I don't know, it was oddly calming and really, really useful. So that was really fun. Today, I got woken up by some creature outside. I don't know what it was, but it was making a noise at like 6 in the morning, which was not cute. So that woke me up, and it was really hot, and I struggled to sleep, which is classic. But I was still up at like 7:45 and kind of got myself together and went out to do a workout, which I've now done. I've come back, I have showered. It was hard this morning. It was hard going because my body hurts from yesterday's workout. So I had a couple of comments on my last writing vlog. My friend Maya asked if Lani and Katie are writer friends. They're not. Lani and Katie are like 2 of my best friends from my master's degree, and they're not writerly people, but they're creative people. So they're both actors who are incredibly talented. And in a way, I think that's kind of useful that they're not writers, because it means they look at things possibly in a different way. I don't know. But because they are creative people and because they get story and stuff like that, which a lot of people do, they were really, really useful to talk to about it. So that's one. 2, Ian commented, hello Ian, and said that I'm very, very hard on myself. Which is true. I am very hard on myself. And yeah, the last writing vlog was very up and down. It was very sort of like anguish from one hour to the next. So I was very much all over the place, which I'm going to blame on lockdown, I think, because like everything's really weird at the moment. Today is a new day. I'm back. I've had my shower. I'm ready to get to work. I've not had breakfast yet, but I'm going to do a little bit of work for an hour, and then I'm going to have some breakfast. I actually have writing stuff scheduled for today. I have plans to do some outlining this afternoon. So hopefully that all pans out, and yeah, I'll let you know how it goes. But I hope you're having happy days whenever you are watching this. I hope everything is good with you guys. But yes, there will be more video today because I'm actually writing stuff, so. Hello! Nothing quite like getting a few hours into your workday before you remember that you've not made a video. So I didn't make any more video yesterday. I spent a lot of the day doing freelance work, which was necessary. And I've nearly finished the project I was working on, which is great because that means that can be submitted and I can get paid. So that's thing number 1. Last night I did, while listening to Chromatica, which is just one of the best things ever. I'm so head over heels in love. I was working on my outline for sample number 1, and it was going really, really well. I would say that I'm about halfway through the outline at this point, and the weird thing that I'm doing, and I shouldn't be doing this because it means I have like multiple documents on the go. I have like 3 different outline documents where I like kind of start one, get most of the way through it, and then start another one. And every time I'm doing it, I'm like adding an extra layer of detail, which yes, is useful, but is creating documents I will eventually not need. So if I can keep on top of that, that'll be fine. But if I don't, then that's going to be a problem. But I'm like adding a layer of detail each time, and every time I'm doing it, I'm feeling better about the book as a whole, and I'm feeling more comfortable in what I'm trying to make. So that's good. Today's plan, because I've not gone for a workout today, I'm going to go for a walk at some point. I need to get some like milk and like some food stuff, even though I'll probably do a proper shop with Jordan over the weekend. So I need to do that. So I'll go out and do that while the day is still nice, I guess. I'm going to finish the freelance project. I've got some videos that I want to make. I might be doing some drag today. I'm not sure. I've not decided. It was on the original plan, but I've got a lot of stuff to do, so I'm not actually sure. And then, yeah, it's pretty much that. And I'm going to kind of relax a little bit today as well and get some reading done. Hopefully, I've not done a lot of reading recently, so I want to do some of that. So yeah, it's 1:30. My day is not beginning. I've kind of been working. I worked for like an hour before Jordan woke up, and then I've been working for an hour since Jordan's gone to work. So yeah, I've kind of started my day, and we'll see how it goes. I'm hoping to finish my outline today. That's what we're going to try and do. So more on that as we get it. Hello, it is 7:30. I've had quite a day, and obviously like I'm terrible and I need to talk to you about it now. I popped out earlier on and I took myself for a really long walk because I just feel like I needed it. Like I'd kind of worked pretty solidly for a few hours and then thought I just need to go outside. So I went outside and I enjoyed the weather and I had a nice walk. I walked for like an hour and 10 minutes. It was long, but it was really, really nice. Didn't bump into too many people. So maybe people are following the old lockdown rules and they're not going out too much. That's what I'm hoping for anyway, because I want the world to get back to normal and I think the English government is doing it wrong. So I've done that. I finished my freelance project and I've sent that off. Yay. Big tick on me old Notion board. I've not got into drag today. I've fully run out of time, but that's fine. I will do it at some point next week. I'm trying to find a way to film it because we wanted to make some videos for Boy Queen that involved me getting into drag. So I need to figure out what that setup would be. And also I'm intrigued to kind of share it with you guys anyway. It's a fun process getting into drag. It's long. It takes a solid 2 hours if I really want to take my time. So yeah, I would be intrigued to, I need to figure out how I'm going to do that. And if that would even be like a video that's interesting to you. But we're going to give it a go at some point. I've had to move a couple of things off to next week already because I know I'm not going to get them done. There's a couple more things I'm going to do today, including trying to finish my outline for sample number 1. I've also got a couple of Boy Queen things to do and some emails to reply to. But I feel really good that I finished this freelance project. It's been like a huge thing. So I'm glad that it's done and it's out of the way and I can just carry on with my life. I mean, I've got another thing that's due, but you know, that one is done. I've ticked that one off and that feels good. So yeah, onwards to outlining things. I've already mentioned that I did some of it last night and I spent a good portion of the day thinking about it today as well. While I was on my walk, I was listening to an audiobook and every now and then I'd have like a little thought and I'd have to like pull myself out of the audiobook, write myself a little note and then carry on with my walk and carry on with my audiobook. So that's good that it's still kind of ticking away in the back of my head. So yes, I'm going to have some food because it's dinner time and then I'm going to probably crack on with that. Yep. Hello, it's Saturday the 30th of May. Today is not a writing day. Today is a hangout with Jordan day because Jordan is off work. But I wanted to update you quickly on what I did last night after I made that last little smidgen of video. After I finished my food, I watched several episodes of which is the Trixie and Katya show that is on YouTube, and I can't remember which channel. I think it's Wow Presents, but anyway, I was watching that. So I spent like an hour, I think, watching episodes of that and then just doing like teeny tiny bits and pieces. So it wasn't the most productive time, but before I ended up going to bed and before I sat down, I've moved on with my books, by the way. I finished We're the Ants and it was freaking wonderful. And I started reading Infinity Sun by Adam Silvera, which I'm really enjoying so far. So before I kind of like climbed into bed and did a little bit of reading before I went to bed, I tracked down an old document that I had that I used when I was first planning out Boy Queen, which was a 3-act structured document. And I forgot that I did this before I wrote anything of it. Like I had an idea of what the structure of it was going to be. So for sample number 1, I filled that in its entirety. And I also did that for the potential Boy Queen sequels. I filled it in. I'll leave a link to it in the description box below. I'll put it somewhere so that you can download it if you want. It's not something that I made. It's something that I got from somewhere and I sort of transferred it over. So I'm not sure who made it, but if I find it, I'll put a link to it in the description box below, or I'll put my one down there. It uses The Wizard of Oz as an example because The Wizard of Oz is like a perfectly structured film. And because 3-act structure is kind of based on film, but you can use it for books too. And because most books follow that trajectory. This is a whole different video. Anyway, I'll leave it in the description box below. But basically, split into Act 1, Act 2, Act 3. And it tells you which, like the different stages that you get to, that you sort of fill in with like a kind of basic outline of what's going to happen. So I filled that in for sample number 1 and for sample number 3, I guess. So now they have like broad strokes outlines, and then one of the first things I'm going to do next week is go through and fill in this kind of more detailed document. I will fill that in with chapter plans. So that is where I am with that. I'm very pleased that I did it. Like I felt really, really good afterwards because it was sort of like I was trying to plan the entirety of like 2 different books without knowing like the bigger story beats, like the bigger parts of the arc. So filling that in was very, very useful. And I do recommend it if you're a planner. So I've done that. And the next thing that I'm going to do, which won't happen today, possibly happen tomorrow night before I go to bed maybe, is to go through and kind of go and do more detail. So yes, progress has been made, which I'm really, really pleased with, because I was kind of struggling a little bit with it, because like I said in like a previous clip earlier in this video, I kept on making new documents for this one and kind of like adding more detail each time and actually starting big, so what I was sort of doing was like starting big and getting like more detailed, and this is an easy way of starting big and getting more detailed because it gives you that lovely arc that comes with a 3-act structure. So yes, I'll leave a link to it down below. It's a very, very useful little document. But yes, this weekend is not for writing, this weekend is for Jordan time, which is fun. So I'm gonna do that. Hello, it is Monday, the 1st of June, which means this is the first day of Pride Month. And today I'm getting back to working. I've got a lot of stuff that I need to do today. I have been for my workout this morning. I went for a run, I have showered, I've put a wash on, and I'm about to crack on with some work. There is a lot of horrible stuff happening in America right now. As a white person, I am trying to do what I think is the right thing to do in this situation, and I'm sharing resources that I can share. I'm listening to people, I'm trying to learn, and I will leave links to things that I have found in the description box below, where you can donate to bail funds, where you can sign petitions, where you can share resources and things to help people and to amplify those voices. Pride Month is a protest. It was started by Black, queer and trans folks, and we shouldn't forget that. And there's protests happening right now with the Black Lives Matter movement, and we need to stand with them. So I'll leave links to everything in the description box below, and you can go and check all of those out. I'm trying to amplify those voices on Twitter as well, and just kind of do what I can. So today's plan, I have like a full-ish schedule. I finished a freelance project last week. I've got another one to finish this week, which is completely different. I've also got videos that I need to record, and I have outlines that I need to finish. So I've got a lot on this week. I'm just going to crack on with my stuff and do what I can. And yeah, all links to things will be in the description box. So I urge you to stop watching this video now and go and do those things, and then come back if you want to come back, but go and do the things. Thanks. Hello, it is Wednesday, the 3rd of June. It is 9:15 and I am up and I'm getting ready to go out and do things. Yesterday was a sort of semi-busy day. I got a lot of work, I got a fair amount of work done yesterday, but was also using a lot of the time to read resources and educate myself with everything that's going on right now with the Black Lives Matter movement. I was using that time to educate myself. Obviously there was Blackout Tuesday happening, and I was trying to make sure that though I wasn't posting my own stuff, I was still sharing other stuff, if that makes sense. So I did a lot of that yesterday, as well as doing the work that I needed to get done. I had freelance work that I was doing yesterday, I had publicity stuff that I was doing, and I got a lot of my outlining stuff done yesterday as well. So the chapter breakdown for sample number 1 is finished. It's very vague, but at least I sort of know where I'm going now, which is good. So today's job is to write the full outline of that. I still have more publicity stuff to do for Boy Quinn, like blog posts and Q&A stuff to answer, as well as freelance stuff to do. I also need to film some videos. So got a busy day ahead of me, but yes, I'm like not going for a workout today because I did a workout yesterday and I did a workout on Monday and my body is kind of exhausted. So yeah, also it's a much cooler day today. Like it's not going to get above 18 degrees, which is delightful because the heat has just made it so hard to sleep. So yes, much things to do today, so let's crack on, shall we? Hello, it is Monday, the 8th of June. You will notice my hair is different. Jordan gave me a cheeky little haircut, which actually I don't think he's done a bad job of it, actually. I think I need to put some stuff in it and, you know, maybe have a shower or something so that I can get my day started. But it's Monday, the 8th of June. I didn't make any video last Thursday because I wasn't really feeling it. Spent a lot of time last week thinking about the Black Lives Matter movement and what I can do to be better, which I think a lot of people have been doing. I've already mentioned this in this video already, but I'm going to leave links to there's a lot of cards that are being like card websites that are being put around that have got links to petitions that you can sign, things you can donate to, resources that you can read, and things that you can share. I've been trying to share as much as possible and amplify Black voices rather than adding my own voice to it. I feel like that's the right thing to do in this situation, is to do that. And I think that's the right thing to do. I'm leaving links to everything in the description box below. So feel free to go and check all of that out. But today is Monday the 8th of June. It is a new week. I'm going to tell you what happened on Thursday. So Thursday, I can't fully remember because it was like some days ago now, but on Thursday, or at the very least last week, I finished a chapter breakdown of sample number 1, and then I went through and I made a more detailed plan of the forward timeline of that book. So that feels a hell of a lot more together now than it did before. So that's super nice. I also started working on a chapter breakdown for sample number 3 because I did like a, did I already mention this? I can't remember what I've said and what I haven't because this video has become like over the course of many weeks now. But I've made, I've done a 3-act structure breakdown of it. And then I started doing like a chapter breakdown of it as well. So that was really useful. This week, I have a freelance project that I need to finish. I've got publicity stuff that I need to do for Boy Queen. And I like blog posts and articles and things that I need to write. And I want to get some writing done. So I've got a lot that I want to do this week. I've got videos that I want to make and need to make for both Boy Queen stuff and just for general channel things. I was going to post a Pride Month TBR last Wednesday, but it didn't feel like the right moment to do it, if I'm completely honest. I know there's a lot of other people posting, still posting videos while all this stuff is happening, but I didn't want to detract from anything, which might be a weird thing to think, I don't know, but I didn't want to detract from anything, so I decided to not post anything last week. So I'll be posting that today and having videos ready for Wednesday and things like that. But yes, today's plan is to make some really major headway on this freelance project, get some writing done, some planning done, make a couple of videos. I'm also going to see my mum today. Like I mentioned in a previous 5 Happy Things video that I had a socially distant chat with my mum because they drive for a living, and she's driving into Twickenham again today. So I get to see her today, which is really, really fun. But the next thing I need to do is have a shower and like become a productive human. So let's go and do that. Hey, howdy, hey, it is 9 o'clock on Monday, the 8th of June. Hi. I have been not very productive today, I don't think. I don't know. Maybe I have. I don't know. It's hard to tell. I went out and I had my social distance chat with my mum, which was really, really lovely. I spent about 2 hours with her, which was really, really lovely. Like, I hate this entire situation. It's awful, but to get to actually spend time with my mum for a little bit, even though we're like 2 meters apart and I can't hug her or anything like that, it's really, really lovely. So I got to do that. She gave me baked goods. She'd done some baking, so that's nice. And then I've basically come back here. I made my Pride Month TBR video, edited it, uploaded it, edited my All Stars 5 Meet the Queens video, which I recorded ages ago, but just haven't edited yet. So that's ready to go up when I want to put that up, which will probably be this week at some point. And I watched the first episode of All Stars 5. So I've not been overly productive. I realised on my way to meet my mum that I'd not updated my Notion for the week, which I think is probably why I've not been as productive as I wanted to be, because that's kind of what's keeping me in check. So I'm going to update it now probably so that I'm ready to go tomorrow. Then I'm going to have a little tidy because my bed's a mess and my room is a mess. And then I might read for like a couple of hours before I go to bed and unwind and stuff. But I was going to do some drag today. I even shaved and everything, but you know, such is life. So I've not actually done much writing today. Maybe I'll try and get something done before I like wind down. I feel like I'll start winding down at 10, so I'll try and do some stuff in the next hour. More as we get it. Hey dolls, in the last hour and 25 minutes, I've gotten myself ready for bed. Teeth, face, hair, all that business. I have set up my Notion for tomorrow so I know what I'm doing. I've set myself up my little schedule so I know what's going to be happening there, which I guess I'll talk to you more about tomorrow. And then I looked at the stuff that I'd already written down for sample number 2. I went through it and I started writing down a couple of plot points that immediately popped into my head that I knew that I would need to hit within this one. So that's good. That's kind of like a little start and a little bit of something. So I have done something writing-y today. Now, at 10:25, I'm going to turn off my big light and turn on my lamp. And I'm going to settle myself down with a little book to read before I go to bed. Tomorrow I'm getting up early to go for a run. So that is the end of Monday. And we move on. Hi, it is Tuesday, the 9th of June. It is 1:10. I have been out for a run this morning. I've done some work this morning. I've hung out with Jordan before he's gone to work. And now I am getting back to my desk to do more things. I've got freelance stuff that I need to do today for sure. And writing stuff that I want to get done too. This may be the last day of this particular writing vlog, so I don't want it to get like too long and unwieldy. But yeah, I want to have a very productive day today. I'm hoping to, anyway. My hair is just doing the most right now. I don't even know what's happening. But yeah, my plan is to be quite productive today. I've got Boy Queen stuff that I need to do, as well as like doing new writing stuff. So I'm going to jump in and crack on with it now. Cool thing that happened. Got a message off my marketing person, Jess. And if you pop onto the Amazon page for Boy Queen, which I'll put like a screen recording on or a screenshot or something on the screen, there are pictures of like quote cards and the book, quotes that have happened, picture of me in drag on Amazon, which is kind of very, very cool. So that's super fun. That's all I have for this morning. I have to go and do some work now. So let me be productive. The day has continued. Hello, it is 25 to 7. I've had quite a productive day. Like, I spent 3 hours working on a freelance edit, which was really good. I sort of spent my day in half. Like, I spent 3 hours working on that freelance edit, which was really useful. And then I've just been working on stuff for sample number 1. I have gone against what my own rule was going to be about leaving it alone, because I just wanted to do it. The thoughts were there in my brain and I wanted to make it so. I've just got back from a little walk. Because I just wanted to clear my head, wanted to get outside for a little bit. So I took myself for a little wander around the block, just to clear my head, listen to some music, try to chill out a little bit. And what was good was that I kind of finished like what I was working on, and then I wanted to come back to it like straight away. Like, I was out on my walk and I was thinking about it, which is exciting. So that was really cool. Other stuff that's happened today. Boy Queen is going to print soon. I've seen the full cover layout and it looks beautiful. The finishes are going to be stuns. I can't wait to see it. So that's really exciting as well. So that's a fun, exciting Boy Queen thing that's happening. But yeah, I've sort of split my day in half. Spent half of it doing freelance editing stuff, and then I spent an hour and a half or so before I went out on a walk working on sample number 1. So I'm probably gonna have some food now, and then I'm gonna go back to working on sample number 1 for a little bit. And then we'll see where we are. I need to finish this freelance edit, so I'm probably gonna have to jump back on that tonight at some point. But yeah, it's been a good day. It's been a productive day on the old writing front. So yeah, I'm feeling good. I hope you're feeling good. If you've made it this far in the video, because this video is probably gonna be really long, like, I hope you're feeling good if you've made it this far in the video. I hope at some point you had to pause it to go and get yourself a cup of tea and some snacks or something. Keep that blood sugar up, mama. The absolute chaos of just putting on my makeup light so I have light for a video. It is now 9:25 on Tuesday, the 9th of June. I've already said what day it is, but it's still Tuesday. And I thought I would just do like the last little bit of this video, and I think this is going to be the last little moment of writing vlog number 3. So I'm going to update you on where I am. I've not touched Boy Queen yet. I might do a quick little burst on that before I like settle myself down and have a read before bed. I've like just gone and like brushed my teeth and washed my face and everything, and I'm gonna like, my makeup mirror's on so I can like do all my face stuff before I go to bed, or before I like sit down and read for a couple of hours or something. But I might dip into Boy Queen 2 for a little bit, just to play around with that for a little while. But I'm on sample number 1 and I am at 5,172 words on that right now. So I guess in a weird way, the wrap up portion of this video that will come at the end will be me, like, it'll be a lower word count than it was last time, but it'll be like edited words, I guess. I've just like had a look and I've added like 1,000 words to it already, just in putting in more detail and making sure that things make sense and kind of getting across the parts of the story that I want to get across. So that's really good. I'm enjoying doing it. Like I said, I went out for my walk and I was just kind of thinking about it for like the entire walk, which was really, really fun for me. So I'm very, very excited for this story, and I really hope that I do it justice, and that it works in the way that I want it to. But anyway, like, much progress has been made on that, which is very, very pleasing. I'm gonna do a little bit more work on that, and then I might dip into something else before I like go and read. Tomorrow is probably going to be a big freelancy day, so I can't see myself doing a huge amount of writing stuff, but we'll see. You never know what the day will bring. But yeah, that is probably where I'm going to wrap up for today. So that'll probably be the last bit of this writing vlog, and then we'll start a new one tomorrow, probably. Waking up tomorrow, I'm going to go and do a workout. That's a spoiler for next week. I'm going to wake up tomorrow and do a workout. But yeah, reading soon. Bed shortly after that. Darlings, it's Wednesday, the 10th of June. I don't know whether this is going in my writing vlog 3 or 4. I've not edited it yet, and I know it's not going up today, so I might save it till next Monday. Or today, if it does go up next Monday. But today has been semi-productive so far. My plan for today, which I don't think I've already made a video about this yet, so I think this is my first video of today, I think. So my plan for today, I've got a freelance thing that I need to, I keep doing this. I've got a freelance thing that I need to finish, which I've not started yet because I was editing a video this morning, and then I had a comms meeting with Jess from Macmillan. I used to work with Jess, and so basically we just we were talking about all the things that we're going to be doing for Boy Queen starting in July in the run up to publication. There's some really fun and really exciting stuff coming. So apart from the fact that I've work to do on that, I'm very, very excited to do it all. It's all really, really cool stuff. So we just talked for an hour about that. Had a little catch up. It was really, really lovely. I went for a run this morning as well, which was fun. It was hard because my feet hurt, and now it's raining, and I was gonna go for a walk later, but it's chucking it down, so I don't think that's gonna happen. So the plan for today is to get this video uploaded, which it's doing now. I'm gonna have some food. It is 3:30. I'm gonna finish off this freelance project and then do some writing stuff. Last night, I've not told you what happened last night. So after I made that last little bit of video last night, I planned out half of sample number 3. So what would be a Boy Queen sequel. I basically chapter planned half of it, and I'm really pleased with it. I'm really pleased with what I have, and I'm very excited. So I may never get to write it. They may not want one, but in case they do, I have an idea. Well, the idea is the idea that I already had, but I have I'm excited if I do get to write it. I think it'll be a really, really fun book. So, and a really fun sequel. So yeah, if I get to do that, great. If I don't, it's not the end of the world, but I have a fun idea for it in case they do want it. So yeah, I'm going to crack on with my day. I'm going to have some food and then jump back into this freelance project. Dolls. It is Saturday, the 13th of June. It is 11:25. I've been for a run this morning, speed intervals, which was very, very hard. It was a weird one. I enjoyed it. Hindsight, it was fun, but at the time, it made me want to die. So there's that. I've come back home. I've put dinner on because we're having casserole tonight. So that's in the slow cooker, ready for action. And last night before I went to bed, I edited all of the other footage that I have for this vlog so far, and it's long. So if you are watching this and you are this far in, I applaud you. Your dedication to my ramblings is honestly astounding. So thank you. So on Wednesday, I finished my freelance project very, very late and sent it off. So now I am, for the first time in recent memory, I am without a single freelance project on the horizon or in progress, which is mildly terrifying. So it's very in terms of when my next paycheck is coming, although I still need to get paid from that freelance project, but you know what I mean. So I'm trying not to panic about that. I need to focus on getting these samples done and getting the ball rolling on next book stuff. Things I want to do today, because obviously it's quite late, because I had a fairly late start, because I went to bed late, because for some reason I got to my room after Jordan went to bed, because Jordan was working early this morning. So I got to my room after Jordan went to bed and was I was still really awake. So I was just ticking away and doing things, and suddenly it was 12:30, and then I went to bed and it was struggle to get to sleep. So, you know, such is life. But anyway, things I want to do today, I want to get some blog posts done for the Boy Queen blog tour, which I don't think has been formally announced, but there's going to be a blog tour for Boy Queen, and I've got some really cool stuff to write about. I've mentioned it throughout this video, and I've just sort of mentioned it in passing, but I've got some really cool little article things to write about, and I've got some really cool I've got some not print stuff, but online newspaper stuff and online platformy stuff, and newslettery things, and they're all really, really fun and really, really interesting to write about. So that's really cool. So I want to do some of those today, and I want to crack on with the sample for sample number 1, because I started working on that earlier on in the week and I was pleased with my progress so far, so I want to carry on with that. So my plan today is to be quite productive. I want to make sure I actually like read tonight and go to bed, because I didn't read for the last couple of nights, and the last couple of nights I was in here I've not read anything, and I'm falling out of my rhythm and I want to get back into my reading rhythm again. So I'm going to try and get some reading done tonight as well. Yeah, I hope you're all good on this Saturday. I hope you're all well if you have made it this far into this video. But yes, onwards and more as we get it. Jordan finishes work at like 4 o'clock today, so it's not going to be like majorly productive because like I've started late, so I'm not going to get a huge amount done probably. But I'm going to try. I'm going to do my bestest best. So let's crack on with that. Hi, it is 3:20 on Saturday. Still Saturday. Yeah. I've just seen my hat with like a piratey looking bandana over his eye. It's still Saturday, sorry, I just got distracted. I spent a couple of hours working on blog posty things, which was really, really exciting. I'm sort of like, there's like quite a few that I've got to do. So I'm like chipping away at them like piece by piece. So every now and then I'll like add something to another one. The thing that makes me nervous about these blog posts is that I don't want to say something stupid. I don't want to make myself look like an idiot. So I'm really like, I've like definitely finished like a fair amount of them, and I've just not sent them to my publicist because I'm just nervous about looking stupid. So that's the thing that's happening. So I've done some of those. I had some food. I watched the latest episode of Drag Race All Stars 5. This is going to be a very good season. I'm really enjoying it. I think it's fabulous. Like, I was absolutely gagged by, well, I wasn't surprised at who was in the bottom, but I was surprised that, like, based on the performances, I wasn't surprised about who went home, but I was surprised that they were in that position because that's not what I expected from them this season. If you've watched it, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you're not, then this is going to entirely over your head. But I have done that. I'm now going to work on some of sample number 1 before Jordan gets home. Hello! What day is it? Sunday? Sunday, the 14th of June. I have been out for a run this morning, and I've showered and I've got myself together. And now I think I'm going to do a little bit of drag. I put it in my schedule for today to do it, and I may film it. So we'll see how that goes. But that is, I think, my plan to do for the morning. And this afternoon, I'm going to be working on... I'm going to sit down. Why am I standing up? I'm going to work on sample number 1 because I got a lot done on sample number 1 yesterday, which I was really, really pleased with. I'm trying to think about structure a little bit more. I don't know if it's actually going to be like a fully even like split on the 2 timelines, because I think the going forward story is the most important part. So there may be like, I don't know, I'm figuring out how to like structure it in a way that is like coherent and makes sense. So that, and also last night I did a little bit of face painting. I didn't shave last night, I shaved this morning. So I did this and this and this, which I thought looked really cool. Like, I don't know, recently I've been like, when I've been painting my face, because I've not done a full face in a really long time, I've been doing like a half face, which has included like a fun moustache, because like there's a guy on TikTok that I follow who does like these really cool like gym, he's got a full stubble, and he'll do like a cool moustache with whatever he's doing in his face, and it looks amazing. So I'm kind of like, so I kind of did like a take on that. But anyway, today's plan is to I'm gonna do this video, do it as a video, and we'll see how it goes. I'm not a makeup artist, and then I'll do some writing in the afternoon, and we'll see how it all goes. I'm hoping to finish sample number 1 before, like finish this rewrite of sample number 1 before tomorrow, before I do like the wrap up portion of this video, so that it's like, so that I feel like I've made more progress. I won't rush it, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, time to just crack on really. Hello. That sound you can hear is the fan. It is 3:25. My hair looks chaotic because I did my drag thing, made a video, looked fucking beautiful. There is a picture. Thank you very much. And yeah, that took me 2 hours. And then it took me about an hour to fully get out of it. So by then it was 2:30. I realised I'd forgotten to eat. So I'd not eaten yet. So like I had some food and like chilled for a little bit, and I have to go and like collect some stuff. So I've not done any writing yet, so if I do any writing it will be tonight. So we shall see what happens there. But yeah, it's been fairly productive, I guess. But yeah, I'm gonna head out and do that. We'll see if any words actually get done today. I don't know if they will at this stage, but like I'm at 9,000 words on sample number 1, which is very pleasing considering that like I'm at 9,000 words and I'm like I'm not as far ahead as I was. So I'd written like 12,000 words over 5 chapters, whereas now it's like 9,000 words over 2. So I put in a lot more detail and filled in a lot of gaps that I realised that I left. So yeah, that was good. So now I need to go and do that and come back, and maybe I'll do some writing tonight because I'm quite keen to like get to the end of it before I make tomorrow's video. So more as we get it. So that was writing vlog number 3. It spanned like 2 weeks, I think, and this was really long, so I apologise. It turns out I didn't do any writing yesterday. I'd had the best intentions and I just didn't do it. So after Jordan went to bed because Jordan had work early this morning, I came back in here and my choices were to either write or to get a jump on today. And what I chose to do was get a jump on today, and I did a rough edit of the makeup video that I did. Whoa. And I also finished editing like the central portion of this, so I just had to make this bit today and bookend it. So I made my choices, I made my bed, and then I laid in it and did not sleep well. Things that we have learned over this period. 1, the 3-act structure is everything. Suddenly everything became a hell of a lot easier once I had the 3-act structure in place. Once I knew what those story beats were and what I needed to hit as I went, it meant that I could do my chapter breakdown for sample number 1, and it meant that I could do like a broader outline for it. It meant that suddenly everything became a whole lot easier. So as I said, there'll be a link to that in the description box below if you want to go and have a look at it. It's such a useful document. I can't stress that enough. It's brilliant, and like I said already, it helped me so much in this video to kind of get my ideas on the page and figure out what I was going to do next. Thing number 2, scheduling is king. I feel like this isn't so much of a learning from this video, this is a learning from like being a freelance person in general, that having a schedule is so incredibly helpful. Using Notion to plan out my life and to do my YouTube calendar and do all the stuff that I need to do for Boy Queen is so essential, and it means that I suddenly feel like a more productive person, and it means that I can get more done. And also I'm a fan of to-do lists, and like the way that I have my calendar set up, I have like day, to-do list, and my schedule, and it means I can go through and I can tick things off as I do them, and ticking things off just makes you feel good. It's like a little dopamine hit. It's really nice. So word count wise, because I have gone back and I'm like rewriting sample number 1, a proper-ish draft of sample number 1 is at 9,066 words, but the outline for that is done. So that's a big tick on the outline front for that. A chapter breakdown and an outline is done for that. So that's big ticks across the board on sample number 1. Sample number 2 I've still not properly looked at. That's what I'm going to be coming to as soon as I have finished a draft of sample number 1. So that's going to be very much a writing vlog number 4 job, I imagine. And sample number 3, while I've not written a full outline of it, the outline has been started and a chapter breakdown has been half done. So I very much made a lot of progress on that. So lots of progress happened in this video, and I'm really pleased with it, and everything seems to be moving forward in a really positive way. But yes, that is the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you made it this far in the video, please leave me a green heart emoji down below, and please go to the links in the description box below so that you can sign petitions and make donations if you are able to the Black Lives Matter movement. Thank you so much for watching. I love each and every one of your faces, and I'll speak to you as soon as I possibly can. Bye!